The grammar and vocabulary component is the core element of the aptis test. You will have 25 minutes to complete this component. The first part tests your knowledge of English grammar, and the second part tests your knowledge of English vocabulary. You can flag up questions you find difficult and go back to complete them later in the test. In the grammar section, you'll be presented with 25 multiple-choice questions, where you should complete a sentence by choosing the correct answer from a list of 3 options. Read the whole sentence before choosing the answer. Once you have chosen an option, read the sentence again to be sure of your answer before you move on. The vocabulary section also has 25 tasks. There are 4 question types. In the first question type, you need to match a word to another word of very similar meaning from a list of options. In the second question type, you need to match a word to its definition. In the third question type, you need to complete a sentence using a word from a list. In the final question type, you need to combine words that are frequently used together. Read all the options carefully before choosing your answer. Do not spend too long on any of the questions. Remember, you have to answer 50 questions in 25 minutes. If you can't think of the answer immediately, it's better to continue with the test and then come back to it later. To better prepare, try the Learn English website, which has games and activities to help you improve your vocabulary. For more detailed information, check the candidate guide and take a demo test on our website. aptis, Forward-Thinking English Testing. If you're taking the aptis listening test, this is what you can expect. This component has 4 task types, all focusing on different aspects of real-life listening. You will have around 40 minutes to complete the test. You can hear each recording twice. To listen, just click the play button. In the first section, you need to identify specific information, such as a phone number, a time, or a place, by listening to a short message or a dialogue. In the next section, you will listen to short monologues by 4 people on a certain topic. You need to match each speaker to a piece of information. In the third section, you will listen to 2 monologues on different topics. For each monologue, you need to answer 2 questions about the opinion of the speaker on certain aspects of the topic. In the fourth and final section, you'll listen to a man and a woman discuss a topic and express certain opinions about it. Your task is to identify who expresses which opinion. Listen for clues in their language or tone to help you identify their attitude and intention. To perform better at the listening test, try these tips. Read the questions carefully before listening, identify key words, and understand what it is you need to listen for. Watch for synonyms. You may see a word in a question and hear a different word with a similar meaning in the audio. Listen to the whole recording before choosing your answer. Use the second listening to check or confirm your answer. For more detailed information, check the candidate guide and take a demo test on our website. aptis, Forward-Thinking English Testing. This is an overview of the aptis reading component. The reading test is divided into 4 parts, and the tasks become more difficult as the test progresses. You will have 35 minutes to complete this part. The first part tests your ability to read and understand simple sentences. You will have to complete 5 sentences by choosing the appropriate word from a drop-down list. Make sure you read each sentence and all possible answers carefully before making your choice. In the second part, you will see 2 different texts. Each text consists of 6 sentences, but only the first one is in the correct place. Your task is to put the other 5 sentences in the correct order to make a coherent text. Read all sentences carefully first, then decide on the correct order. There is only one correct way to organize them. You need to look for words that show how the sentences link with each other. In the third part, you'll read the opinions of 4 people on a certain topic. Then you'll read 7 statements and decide which person's opinion matches each statement. This part tests your ability to read and understand short texts. To perform well, first read each paragraph so you understand the point of view of each person. Then read the statements and decide which person's opinion it represents best. In the fourth and final part, you'll read a long text consisting of 7 paragraphs and 8 headings. Your task is to match the headings to the paragraphs in the text. There is always an extra heading that doesn't match any paragraph. Before starting the task, read the whole text quickly and then carefully read the headings. For each paragraph, choose the heading that best reflects its meaning. Look for clues to connect the headings to the paragraphs. These might be similar words, ideas, or topics. For more detailed information, check the candidate guide and take a demo test on our website. APTIS, Forward-Thinking English Testing. If you're taking the APTIS writing test, this is what you can expect. There are 4 parts to the writing test, all linked by a common topic. In this test, you'll be able to demonstrate your ability to use written English in real-life situations. You'll be given a specific context in which you have joined a club, a course, or a group. You need to respond to written questions, contribute to a social media type interaction, and write emails. All tasks are marked by our examiners. You will have 50 minutes to complete this component. In the first part, you'll be asked to respond in single words or short phrases to 5 text messages from another member. In the second part, you need to respond to a request for information by writing sentences. You're asked to write 20 to 30 words. Focus on writing sentences that are relevant to the request and have accurate grammar, punctuation, and spelling. In the third part, you need to provide answers to 3 questions from other members of the club or group on a social media platform. Write between 30 and 40 words for each response. In the final part, you have to write 2 emails in response to some information you have received. You're asked to write a short informal email of 40 to 50 words to a friend and a longer formal email of 120 to 150 words to an unknown person. Both emails are on the same topic but should differ in terms of language used. The first one should be an informal email to someone you know, while the second should be a formal email to a representative of an organisation. Make sure that you use the appropriate vocabulary for each email and that you use linking words to make the text coherent. Also, watch your grammar, punctuation, and spelling. To perform better at your writing test, try these tips. Make sure you fully understand the question and respond appropriately. Plan what you're going to write before you start. Remember to review your writing and correct any errors before moving to the next question. Stick to the word limit. There is a word counter to help you keep track. Make sure you use a variety of sentence structures and organize your text in paragraphs. Focus on accuracy. For more detailed information, check the candidate guide and take a demo test on our website. APTIS, Forward-Thinking English Testing. The APTIS speaking component tests your ability to communicate in English in real-life situations. It takes about 12 minutes to complete and is divided into 4 sections. Your responses will be recorded and marked by our examiners. For each question, you're given a maximum amount of time to speak, but you can end the recording early by clicking on the stop button. Make sure you fully respond to the question before you stop the recording. In Part 1, you'll be asked 3 questions about yourself and your interests. You're expected to speak for 30 seconds for each question. In the second part, you have to describe a photograph, then answer 2 questions about it. You'll be asked to talk about your own experience of the topic of the photograph and to comment on some more general aspects of the same topic. You will have 45 seconds for each response. In part 3, you have to describe 2 photographs, then answer 2 additional questions on the same topic. The questions will ask you to make comparisons and to express an opinion. Again, you will have 45 seconds for each response. In part 4, you'll be asked 3 questions on a single topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare your answer. You can take brief notes and use these to structure your answer. You're then expected to talk for 2 minutes. Use your preparation time efficiently. Keep your notes short and simple, and think about how to organize your ideas. To better prepare for the Aptis speaking test, try these tips. Make sure you understand the questions and respond appropriately and fully. Try to explain and expand your answers. Practice speaking as much as you can. Do not worry too much about mistakes. Instead, focus on whether your message was successfully communicated. Record yourself speaking as fluently as possible for a minute or 2. When you listen to your recording, the key things to note are grammatical accuracy, appropriacy of vocabulary, effective pronunciation, hesitation, well-sequenced ideas properly linked together. For more detailed information, check the candidate guide and take a demo test on our website. Aptis, Forward-Thinking English Testing.